I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a little fucking agitated right now, and I'm recording this to see if making these videos is a good way to blow off steam. Anyway, let's get into it. We start off with ace deuce of clubs. Now, this hand has all the potential in the world. You can hit the nut flush, you can hit the straight, and you got an ace. Yada yada yada. You know all about suited aces. I'm not going to bore you with it. So, as I've always been preaching and will remain a cornerstone, not only in this and the previous videos, but for the rest of this channel's history during these hand breakdowns, you're going to want to notice the quickness of which I call this bet. Okay? Raise call, or bet call. So now player 18 is going to tank for a little bit. He makes the call. Here's an interesting flop. We have backdoor nut flush draw, and we have a backdoor straight draw. So we cannot go anywhere. So let's see how this goes. This, I would also like to mention, is the first three-way pot we've ever analyzed. Luckily, the strategy remains the same. Act quick, act aggressive, scream in the chat, and you're golden. So, checks to me. I check back, setting the trap here. Because with a hand like this, there's only one outcome, and it's a victory for the Micro Menace and for anyone else who adapts these strategies. So, we check back for deception, knowing that our ace will come on the turn. Now you're thinking, yeah, the ace came, but you have ace deuce in a three-way pot with pre-flop action. There's a good chance here, John, that you're not good. And to you I say, fucking learn about EV. Learn about ICM. Learn about all this stuff, and you'll know how foolish a thought that is. So, checks again. Now, this time, player 04 leads out for just under half pot. Now, watch this. Snap. We know what we're doing. Even though we are not first to act, which is inherently a good thing, we are in the driver's seat. We are taking command. We're letting this kid know that we're eager. We're not waiting around trying to, do I want to call? Do I want to raise? What am I going to do? Am I folding? No. We're eager to remain in this pot, as you'll see here. So we get raised to, I think that's probably a pot, maybe a little over pot size bet. What is that going to be? That's a little under pot, I think, actually. Anyway, whatever. So now player 04, taking his sweet old time. He doesn't know where he's going, where he came from. Thinking. He folds. Big shock there. So what do? Instant snap. As I'm sure you've noticed by now, that's our move. Instant snap. We call, we're in. So now the board pairs. Flush doesn't get there, but the board is paired now, which really, I guess he could have he's probably not re-raising with an 8. He's saying he has a strong ace. I don't really know what story he's trying to tell, to be honest, with the re-raise there, but here he goes, all in. Now, we're going to have a little poll. How long do you think it's going to take for me to call here? Because we're not folding. We have an ace. You can't fold to a 1.5 times pot size bet. Can't fold. So, how long do you think this is going to take? That was about 2-3 seconds. And of course, that's an obvious call. You got to dominate. Because with this strategy, I'll say it all day. I've been saying it all day. You're always good. There is no fold. When you're in a pot, Now, you can fold pre-flop. You get some garbage. Even if you get aces, whatever. You can fold pre-flop. But once you get into a pot, as you can see, I've never lost a pot. Ever. Not once have I lost a pot. So, obviously, he was trying to bluff. He caught some more outs with that ace. He had the flush and the gut shot to the nuts. Straight draw. No good, player 18. No good at all. Now let's watch that pot come my way. Let's take it in. And that's as far as this pot's going to come because the screen recording only lasts for this hand. Now, I want to reiterate, pairs are hard to make. It's hard to make a pair. So when you have a pair, it doesn't matter if it's pocket deuces on a 9 Jack King Ace 8 board. Yeah, that's 5 cards. 9 Jack King 8 Ace. Whatever the board is, if you have a pair, you're in it. You can't fold a pair. You can't fold even things that are close to a pair. If there's 2 cards within 2 numbers of any of your cards, you're probably good. Because what are the odds of that? There's only 2 other aces in the deck when you have a pair of aces. So you gotta hammer it in. You gotta get the value. Even if you don't have a pair. All in. What's the worst that can happen? The worst that can happen if you lose an all in, which, by the way, won't happen, is you lose 1 pot. Just 1. You're not losing 2 pots, not 3 pots. It's just 1 pot. So, seriously, guys. It's not that hard. A lot of people are scared to do things like this. But once you master these elements of obnoxious chat, lightning fast actions, and just overwhelming table presence, once you get all 3 of those down, you won't lose. You can't lose. It's been proven. The solvers, I know I bashed on solvers a couple videos ago a little bit, but the solvers have proven it. The results are in. You can't lose with this strategy. It's the only strategy in poker that's 100%. And quite frankly, I don't know, once I've been releasing this strategy to the public, I don't know what it's going to do to the game at large. Who knows? Everyone's going to be using the same strategy. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. But until we do, take advantage of using this strategy because it won't lose, guys. Seriously. Come on. Anyway, hope you learned something. Hope you had fun, enjoyed it. I'll catch you on the next one. Moneymaker out.